The one event that all Washington waits for each spring is underway. The annual blooming of the Yoshino cherry trees. Residents and tourists alike descend on the Tidal Basin to photograph, paint, and generally marvel at the beauty of the pink and white blossom.
It's like a monument that is here only for a few days each year.
The annual event draws millions, but this year, a large number left disappointed. The spring was cold and predictions for peak viewing time were pushed back twice. The trees date back to the 19th century when, as a token of friendship, Japan gave 3,000 Yoshino cherry trees to Washington.
I think we were simply happy to share what we have in Japan to the American citizens at that time.
Yoshino cherry trees generally live for 20 or 30 years, but some of the original trees are still living at the basin 100 years later. First Lady Helen Taft planted the first tree in 1912 in a private ceremony attended by 4 people.
Helen Taft gave the ambassador's wife a bouquet of American Beauty roses. We know this from a tiny little notice in the newspaper. There were no photos, there were no other people.
Long a symbol of springtime rejuvenation in Japan, the trees quickly adapted to harsh winters in Washington and soon became a social favorite. At the start of World War II, a few were cut down, but protection patrols quickly organized to stop any more vigilante attacks. Over 50 years later, the annual burst of pink and white remains extremely popular. And there is also a philosophical take on the blossoms.
So it kind of shows you how ephemeral any beauty or any life can be. And that really gives cherry blossom some spiritual beauty as well.
The original gift was about peace and friendship and enjoying life and nature's beauty. Each spring for a week, residents and visitors to Washington are treated to nature's silent fireworks. Tom Ritchie, Associated Press.